Hello, this is Kevin Heiser with IT Martini here in Cleveland, Ohio for IT Martini Hour 18. And I'm with Mike Robillard. How are you doing, Mike?
Pretty good.
And Mike, you're the founder of Railroad Empire, correct?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Railroad Empire and what it is.
Railroad Empire is a game that you play either on Facebook or on the web. The whole point of it is you are building a railroad that will basically span the country by building stations, connecting them with routes, and then running trains on them.
Interesting. So when you were building Railroad Empire, what was the motivation behind it? Why railroads?
So my dad was into railroads when he was a kid, and he kind of got me into railroads. So I have, that's mainly why I got into it. It's something that I've been interested in, and it's kind of a family thing. So that's why I like railroads. Excellent.
So Railroad Empire sounds to me like it's a little bit of a simulation game. So there's going to be obviously certain things you have to do and set up, or if you don't do it right, maybe you don't have a station, people can't access the trains. How's that work?
So what happens is the first thing you have to do is you have to build a couple stations and connect them with the tracks. And once you've done that, then you basically buy your first train. We have a couple engines that you start with. Once you are done buying the engine, you have to set up the route between the trains and what cargo you want to carry between those. You start the train, and it basically starts running and making money for your railroad, hopefully.
Okay, well, you mentioned something exciting there. You said something about buying your train. So that makes me think there's some kind of currency. Help me understand, where do I get this currency, and how can I spend it?
So at the beginning of the game, you start with $1 million. You get 5 resource points a day, and you get a board of director point. The money is just like money that you'd expect every day. There's resource points. Those are used in order to simulate the passage of time to construct things. So that you're not sitting there waiting for buildings to be built and stuff in the game. You spend your resource points, and that kind of simulates that passage of time. And then the last thing is there are some things that cost board of director points, which those are, in a lot of games they have a virtual currency. So these are the extra points that you get to buy special stuff in the game. And you can get additional ones of those either at Facebook, you use Facebook credits, or there's a partner company called Super Rewards that provides the virtual currency payment system in the regular web version of the game.
Excellent. You mentioned you have a Facebook application. How many users do you have on Facebook?
We've had 21,000 users install the game so far.
Excellent. And then you also, I noticed you had an iPad with that showing on there. Are you showing just the Facebook app, or are you showing another version of the app?
Today I am showing the standalone version of the game. It actually runs a little bit smoother than the Facebook version because you don't have all the extra fanciness of Facebook on there, so it's a little bit faster. Both versions of the game do run on an iPad, so there's no flash involved in there. So unlike most other games, it runs fine on an iPad as well as a regular desktop or laptop.
Excellent. And so as you continue to move forward with this product, what types of new things might people that are playing the game come to expect in the next year or so?
So the next thing that we're going to be adding is daily missions. And then we're going to be adding station upgrades and route upgrades. Then we're also looking at adding some new regions. You'll be able to play in Europe in the near future, hopefully within the next year, we're hoping. And so those are the main things. We're also been thinking about making it so that it's playable on the Android and the iPhone. You can already play it on those, but it needs to be set up so that it runs smoother on those. So.
Okay, excellent. Now, tonight we're expecting somewhere between 500, 600 people at this IT Martini event, and everybody's going to get the chance to vote on one of 8 startup companies that are going to be here, and there's going to be some great competition. As people go to the ballot box, what do you want them to remember about Railroad Empire?
That it is a fun game. It's a game. It's meant to be fun, so we're hoping that, work things are great, but fun is hopefully wins out over work.
Sounds great. Well, I definitely appreciate your time for being here, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you.